So I'm hearing their nasty energy is their default, but not your fault. All right. So you've dealt with some people with some nasty energy, just real low down and dirty shame. It was a low down and dirty shame. Yeah, I said it. So I feel like I feel like you felt like it was a shame. Like, how you look like that and you act like that? This don't even match. What else do you want? What? It's something about you didn't know that they were as nasty as they are. They don't. It's almost like they lack understanding. Okay, that is what it is. They lack understanding, and you so grown up now. You grown. You know that grown man, grown woman energy. When you grown like that, you understand things. It's just, you just know how it goes. You know. So it's like things that some people may complain about, you're not going to complain about it because you know what it is. You understand. And I just feel like you have been around many people that lack proper understanding. But these are people that had no problem like confiding in you, and you were always there. But it's like when you needed them to give that back to you, or when you, I don't even necessarily need to say needed to, but you would have liked it. Like you would have appreciated if they had found it in their heart to support you as they did. You would have really respected it. But as soon as you realize that you're the one giving all that goodness and they can't give it back, it's like, okay, that's nasty work. You know, because the people in your life, the good ones, like they support you in what you do. Not unless it's bad for you and then they're like, nah, you tripping, you need to relax. Okay? Because then that's a good thing too. That's a good person as well, because they're trying to save you from seeing something that you don't see. Sometimes there's moments in life where there's something there that we could be doing, saying, or behaving, or just missing, and you'll have that special angel that comes through like, oh, look at this. What you think? You think that this is something that you could work with? Like, do you see what I'm saying? And then they're like, oh, actually, yeah, I do. But and then it's not even pushy. It's just like you just telling them like, just look at here. Look at here. Let me show you something. Do you think this is a better way for you? Do you think that this could work for you? Right? It's not like, it's not coming from a nasty place. It's not coming from a place of like, I heard dishonor. It's not coming from a place of accusations in such a way where you make somebody feel some type of way, because it's about the delivery. So some people have bad delivery. Okay? So it's good for someone that cares about you to show you something that you don't see that could improve your life. Okay? But I just felt like you've dealt with many people that have had nasty attitudes, like could be your parents, your siblings, even friends that one minute they acting right, the next minute you feeling funny vibes. Okay, it could be cousins, like family members, co-workers, you know. Maybe some of you at work, maybe a manager, boss, whoever is above you at work, or whoever you report to at work. Let me put it like that. I don't want to say above you. But yeah, I feel like these nasty attitudes, it was annoying dealing with that, because you don't feel like you need to do all that. And you're someone, if you have something to say, I feel like there was a time where maybe you didn't say it so quickly, but over time you learn how to speak up more for yourself. Is how I feel. It's something about you had to learn how to and when to say something. Because, okay, now I'm getting, some of you felt like your job was in jeopardy from some situations like this. And I feel like it was jealousy. I feel like it was jealousy that you experienced. Many times you experience this jealousy because it's like, I just feel like you went to work and you went home. It's giving this vibe of wherever you work, you don't feel comfortable to be like getting personal, sharing all your personal information and all that. That's not you. That's not your energy. And that's fine. That's what it is for you. But these people, they didn't like that. And I feel like the main reason, and this doesn't just have to be work. It could be any dynamic, relationship dynamic. But right now I'm picking up the energy of work, so I'm just going to use that as an example. It's like these people wanted you to go to the her after work happy hour sessions where they go and talk and have drinks and whatnot. But you never felt comfortable with these people. Not to say you wouldn't do that with certain people, but there's something, there's something about these specific people that you knew that they're shady and you knew that they cannot be trusted. So you were always very careful when it came to dealing with them. And it's like they didn't like that. And I feel like they didn't like it because they wanted to get in your business. They wanted to know more about you. They wanted you to blend in and be like everyone else. But that's not who you are, because that's not where your mindset is. You're just doing your thing, do your work, and you all, that's it. There's no mingle for you. That's not what you do. I heard you don't mix work with pleasure. You don't mix work with pleasure because you know it can get messy. You just know better. And I feel like you went through enough to know when someone is like out for your, out for your crown. It's like giving this energy of someone trying to be friendly and invite you to a place, but there's an undertone of, I don't like you. There's an undertone of that energy. And you can feel it because you're sensitive. And you follow that feeling of, no, you don't even like me. Why are you asking me to come somewhere with you? Is this a setup? Because it's what it's starting to feel like. So when you feel undertones, pay attention to them, because I feel like many of you have felt the undertone. I heard the undertone of every man for himself. Someone could also there's something here about a position at work where there may be multiple people in line for it, but everyone's looking at you because you kind of mind your business and you do I almost said a well job. You do a good job, so you have people intimidated by your ability to be promoted or likelihood to be promoted. It's like somebody's trying to, I heard, get you intoxicated and take pictures of you to defame your character. Yeah, don't go out drinking with people right now. I don't know what this is about. It feels very malicious, and I don't like it. Nah, it's making me itch. I don't like it. Don't be so trusting. And I don't say that to scare you. I say that to be mindful of who you're going out with and spending time with. But I feel like you're like that anyway, but I feel like I just have to say it. I need to verbalize this because I can feel it. And it feels like malicious activity. It feels like someone really just trying to target your character, trying to have you looking crazy or acting or behaving a certain way that diminishes your character and your wellness, like your reputation, like how people see you. Reputation is important because, it's like, yeah, people say what they want to say, but at the same time, it's a part of you. So you don't want to have to deal with something like that if you don't have to. Okay? I'm like, I heard own it and then speak your truth. If this has happened to you already, maybe it has happened to some of you. Okay? Hopefully not, but that's what I'm getting. All right, all right. I feel like this is a very touchy, I feel like you've gone through many touchy experiences that left you like in disarray. I feel like there's many times where you didn't really know what to do. So you did all you could do, which is what? You just like rolled with it. What else were you supposed to do? That's what I just heard. I just kind of just did it. I just kind of did it. Like, that's like, I heard being thrown to the wolves. You just kind of do something. You're not really sure what's going to happen, but you just go ahead and do it. Like, okay, I'm going to just do it. You had many experiences like that. Some were like regular, some were more intense. It did help you grow though. It was, you had many learning experiences, which was great. It's like this fault, like I just keep getting this energy like somebody trying to blame you for something. Like somebody just trying to say, oh, they did that. Like somebody at work or in one of these relationship dynamics would accuse you of doing something that you didn't do. You dealt with that before, being accused, accusations being thrown against your name. But you didn't do these things. Okay, that's what I'm getting from this message. You didn't do these things, and I feel like you really had to. You ended up having to speak up for yourself about stuff that you feel like you. It's like, why do I even have to talk about this? That's what it feels like to me. Why do I even need to bring this up right now? That's what I'm getting. Why do I need to bring this up? Why do I need to speak up for myself in such a way because I didn't even take part in what this person is talking about? It's like really putting you in something. It almost feels like you could have gotten put into something and you weren't even there. Like you weren't even there on the day that they were trying to say you were, or something like that. Trying to put you in something and you had nothing to do with it on that level. However it went, they tried it. They tried it. It didn't work out how they wanted it to though. And I heard it might have worked for a little while, but not for long. It might have worked for a little while, but not for long. Because eventually, it all falls down. I heard the chips will fall. The chips will fall. The chips will fall. And they're going to be found out. Okay? That's how I feel. I feel like this person, they're going to be found out. If they haven't been found out already. And it's just time for them to. I feel like they need to be found out. It's like the people that have the most impact in your life are the ones that are exposed to this person. And this person tries to rock your world in the worst way. To defame your name. That's what it's about. It's about breaking down your reputation. But you're not going to let this happen because you're going to keep on disproving them just by being yourself. You see, that's what many people get wrong. Many people think that they can do this and that to a person, right? They just think that they could do certain things. I didn't put my bonnet on last night. And I don't like when I get like little cotton balls in my hair from like the towel, and like, no, stop doing that. I have to remember to put my bonnet on because I'll be going to sleep. Like, anyway, guys, distractions. But your energy will always prove you right. That's my point here. That's what I'm saying. Your energy will always prove you right, because I heard you abide by your life. I never heard that before. You abide by your life. So you abide by your own rule, not someone else's rule for you. You abide by your own rule. And being that you do, that separates you from people. I heard the great separator is your energy. The great separator is your energy. It's light outside now because it was dark. I always wake up when it's dark. When it's dark outside. This is another reason why they get angry, because they always try these methods and they don't work as well as they thought that they would. And the reason why is because they're not supposed to work, and because that's not your energy. You're not someone you're not the type that someone can easily get wrapped up into stuff that they don't belong in. And it's because you stay to yourself. You don't be all up in everybody's face. That's why. When you live your life like that and you don't be trying to be in the mix of every circle, you save yourself a lot of trouble with people and their shenanigans. Because some people are just full of shenanigans and they just be looking for another drama-filled session that they could start. But you're not no parts. You're not no parts. Okay? Right. Because who they even talking to like this? Trying to get you to do some stuff that you don't even want to do. You have no desire to do what they say you do. You don't even like it. You don't want it. It's not intriguing to you. Why are you trying to bring me over there with you? It's like these people don't have anything to do. They don't, because anybody that has things to do, they're not going to be going this hard. Like, when you really think about it, people that are busy doing their own thing, they don't be worried this much about another man or woman. They don't be worried that much. So this is just someone that has too much time on their hands that needs to be filled. They need to pick up a hobby, task, get a second job, something. Because they're trying to walk around affecting people's lives. People like you. People that's just trying to live life and be cool. Like, you know. As long as you stay true to yourself and you don't allow yourself to be swayed by these miserable people, because you're always going to encounter misery in this lifetime. Doesn't matter the person's tax bracket. Money don't solve all problems. It solves many, but not all. And it definitely does not solve emotional problems, right? So when you look at someone that you feel is in a better financial position than you, but their energy is horrible, just know, just remember that there's more to life than just the finances. There's different sectors that need to be tended to, and many people think so much about materialistic things and the money that they forget about what's most important, which is like your spirit and your emotions. All are important, don't get me wrong, yes, but your spirit, your heart, your mind, how could you keep the blessings like the money and the material things if the core of you is not right? The eternal you is not right. How you think you're going to keep any of these things that you have? You can't keep them, because you're going to end up messing something up. Something's going to go wrong. When your energy is not right, something is going to go wrong. Or when people move from a place of like greed, something's going to go wrong, just because like you could, okay, go ahead, be greedy, but you're not happy though. Hello. That's what I'm saying. Many people trade, what's the word I want to use? They trade their peace for the dollar. And they get tricked and think that the dollar is more than peace. Like the dollar is more. It's making me think about the indigenous, the Native Americans. It's making me think about them because they were so content with each other and just living off of the fat of the land, the fruit of the land. And then these settlers came in and just gave them things that were not good for them, gave them alcohol and weapons, guns. Native Americans didn't know anything about guns. They didn't know anything about guns. They didn't know anything about liquor. They were sober and happy and non-violent people. Like literally. Then they got over there, those settlers, and while they wanted to trade, it's like the Native Americans gave them goods, like things that are good for them, and they gave the Native Americans things that are bad for them. Even sickness, because you have to think about it. This is a pure people that was only around they were only amongst each other, right? They were only amongst each other. So they didn't have no sickness, and they're so healthy. They were growing their own food and everything. And then these people just came through acting all friendly, but it was really, I'm just trying to size you up so I could attack you. That's really what that was. So I feel like there's a message within the message. There's many reasons why someone will size a person up and try to figure them out, right? But it's up to you to use your discernment to know someone's intentions. And if you don't feel right inside, follow those intentions and don't just go along with it because everyone else is doing it and you feel like a sense of pressure. Always be an individual. I always teach the young ones around me to be a leader. Don't be following people because they'll lead you right off a cliff. Don't be following people. Do not do that. Even my 4-year-old nephew, my daughter, do not be a follower. My cousins, my little cousins, you are a leader. Do not be a follower. You do what's right. Don't just go along with the get along. Walking and doing what somebody else is doing like a robot. Like you have a remote. Like you have a battery in your back. Do not do that. Because what is that going to do? It's eventually going to lead you to a place you don't want to be. Okay? So I say this to you as well as a reminder. I feel like many of you know this, of course, because we're adults here, but still, maybe some of you just need to hear it. Sometimes in life, we just need to hear something. We just need like a reminder sometimes. Okay? So that's all I have for you for this message. Everything you do, do it with love. Always remember the Creator is in you and the magic is too. Anything you need from me will be in the description box below. Okay? I'm going to put the membership program down there as well so you can check it out. All right? Bye.